every day.
Welcome to Style with Trish. Today we have the CEO, founder, author, actress, comedian, Kiana DANCIE of Baggage Claim. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Every day a woman reigns. It's time to live your dreams. Nothing's gonna stop you now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Every day a woman reigns. Every day a woman reigns.
Welcome to Style with Trish. I'm your host, Trish Standley, and today we have the beautiful, the funny, wonderful, none other than Kiana DANCIE, who's here to share with us her journey. We're going to talk mostly about your nonprofit, your organization, Baggage Claim. But for those who are not familiar with you, you've kind of been sort of all over the place in this industry. Can you please share just a little bit of your background, whatever you want to share as far as where we've seen you? I personally have seen you on Sister Circle Live, but there are other opportunities out there where you've been, your gift has been shared.
Yeah, so I'll refer to myself as a Jane of all trades. I am an author, I'm an actress, I'm a comedian, I am a speaker, a transformational speaker, I'm a coach. I try to do it all in alphabetical order, but I just messed that up. I'm a business owner, entrepreneur. Listen, I'm a nonprofit founder. So yes, you may have seen me many places. I've been on tour with Jess Hilarious, been out with Cat Williams, been out with Martin Lawrence, been on tour with Kountry Wayne, Earthquake for some of those who are a little seasoned, a little older. But I'm based here in Atlanta, Georgia. You may have seen me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. I just been doing a lot of different things, but you can see me on Netflix, you can see me on BET, TV1. So yes, I've been everywhere.
Yes, you have. And it's great to see you here sharing your story here on Style with Trish. Now, speaking of Baggage Claim, you're the founder and the director, and it's a B.A.G.S. Can you break down what B.A.G.S. stands for?
Absolutely. So B.A.G.S is my nonprofit. It's called Becoming a Guiltless Survivor. This is what I learned as a listen, let me just I'm be very candid with you, girl. We're going to have this.
Please.
I carried multiple bags. I'm a child molestation survivor. I lost my dream job on Sister Circle Live as a TV show host. I also was in a long-term relationship that did not materialize into marriage. So let's be clear, sis. The man proposed to me 4 times. I said no, all 4.
What?
Every time he proposed to me, it was the escalation of desperation. Either I called him cheating, or he lost his job, or So yes, I loved him, but I wasn't no fool. So for me, B.A.G.S was I founded the nonprofit because what I realized through all the things that I had been through, someone else suffered with me.
Right.
So like as a child molestation victim, my mother was going through it with me. So when I learned that so many other people, when they go through their drama and they go through their trauma, your community suffers with you. So B.A.G.S help not only find mental health professionals for the person that has gone through the issue, but also their community and the people that is supporting them. So B.A.G.S stands for Becoming a Guiltless Survivor. And our mission statement is to steer women of color to the mental health professionals that they need to help them become their best selves.
And what would you say to those, and I know we're going to really dig into Baggage Claim, but what do you say to those who are or have experienced trauma, the importance of really sitting down, seeking professional help, whether it's support groups or going to see and sit down in someone's couch and talking it out? Please emphasize the importance of that to find healing.
You know what? As a stand-up comedian, I've learned so many over the years that we have a lot of pressure on ourselves to help everybody else laugh at their pain. That's the one. I love the fact that Kevin Hart named one of his comedy specials "Laugh at My Pain," because what you guys fail to realize is while we're tickling your tummy, many of us are crumbling on the inside. Where we're dealing with our own pressures, we're dealing with our inadequacies, we're all dealing with different things while all the while entertaining you. And I think that's everybody. Everybody on this planet, we're multiple masks, multiple faces, we're doing multiple things, all while crumbling, but keeping our best face forward, right? I believe wholeheartedly that the best thing that we can ever do for ourselves as human beings on this planet, no matter what color you are, no matter your background or where you're from, is to get mental health. Get the support that you need. Here's the thing I know about people of color. We will buy hair, nails, lashes, buy new clothes, new cars, big homes, all these things. We'll take care of our outside, but we neglect our inside. For example, we will pray it away, girl. Before you tell somebody, oh, girl, just pray about it, pray about it, pray about it. We'll pray. And I'm a believer. When I say a believer, I lead prayer at my church, Life Changers, every Wednesday. But this is what I also know. Prayer without works is dead. So you have to be smart enough to know that, okay, I didn't pray, but I also need some help. So I subscribe to PCP. That's prayer, couch, and prescription.
Come on now.
So like yes. So you take the posture, you take the position of getting on your knees, praying to God, leaving at the mantle, letting the Lord know this is what I'm struggling with. I need help. I need issues. Okay, what He has given us was the blessing of a therapist or a counselor. That counselor is going to help you get. First of all, you sit on their couch and they're going to help you unpack your drama, your trauma, and the bags that you carry. Once they help you unpack all that, because sometimes you need somebody that can help you look at it that's not familiar with your situation or even you. So now you're unpacking your baggage, you're looking at it from different perspectives, and you may even need a prescription. Thank God I have not needed one. But if I needed a prescription, you best believe if I'm hearing noises, if I can't deal in environments where, I suffer from anxiety, or if I'm having issues or schizophrenia, if I'm diagnosed with something, I want a prescription, because my goal is to, and I hope everybody's goal is to become better citizens for this world, right? And to do that, you might need something to help balance you, to make you, able to cope.
Yeah. Okay, so you have an event coming up for baggage claim. Walk us through what that experience. You don't have to go in specifics because we need to show up and find out for ourselves. But what can we expect from that experience?
So first of all, I got to give you the background where it came.
Okay, please. Mm-hmm.
So, and this is me and you. We're going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote a book. Before I even wrote the book, I had plastic surgery. And I am not necessarily an advocate for plastic surgery, but I'm not an advocate. I'm not an advocate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're getting plastic surgery because someone else told you don't look good, you're getting plastic surgery for someone else and not for you. I do not support that at all. If you try to do everything, you got in the gym, you done put all the creams, you did everything you could, and you still can't fix it, and you still don't love it, for you, do what you got to do. So I got the bags under my eyes removed. So sit. I'm telling you, I got the bags under my eyes removed. I got them for my father, and I'll tell you, I used to tell my daddy all the time, if you're gonna give me these bags, at least let them be designed. A little Louis Vuitton, you didn't get these big old bags under my eyes. Like, I literally came into this world looking tired. They were inherited. So I never liked them. So I got the bags under my eyes removed, and I was having a very, very, you hear me? Say it with me. Very. Sis, this conversation was so petty. I'm almost ashamed to even say I said it. I was laying there. I had the bandages on my eyes. I said, Lord, listen. My doctor was Black, and I know he real good. He was fine, and he was real smart. But I'm just saying it could be anybody, not just because he's Black. But I just want to make sure that both my eyes are the same size. I want to make sure I heal younger. I want to make sure I heal prettier, because I got things to do. I'm trying to be on TV. I'm an actress. I need to turn the clock back.
Right.
Laying there looking crazy, girl, having this conversation with the Lord, and He said, daughter. He said, you will heal prettier and you will be younger, but you ugly on the inside.
Oh.
To the chest. I said, what? Because I can't see. All I got bandages over my eyes. I can't see. All I can do is say, huh? He said, you heard me. I said, who you calling ugly? And he said, you. So I knew. Let me tell you something. I'm not a mother, but you are. Are you a mother?
I am a mother of one daughter. We have that in common.
Okay, right. So I'm not a mother, and you're a mother, so you know your children.
Yes.
Right? You know your daughter. So
Yes.
when he said you're ugly, I couldn't. First of all, God can't lie, so I knew He knew. So I was like, what you mean? He said, you could be rude sometimes, you inconsiderate sometimes, you can be short, you could be curt, you impatient. Girl, he read me for fit. I said, wait a minute. He said, I don't like it. Fix it. I was laying there healing, and God called me ugly. And I said, who were you talking to? He said, you. So I knew that I had to work on my internal baggage as I was healing externally. So I started working on things that was hindering me from becoming my best self. This is what I'll say. Your baggage shows up in the room before you ever do. So like if you're rude to people, they will remember that. If you're nasty, if you're curt, if you're inconsiderate, people remember. And the best thing I've ever heard that anyone has ever told me, they may not necessarily remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. That is a true statement. So if I was rude or disrespectful or whatever, all of that comes from something. First of all, your baggage is unresolved issues from your past.
Right.
We all carry baggage. You carry baggage, I carry baggage, he carry baggage. But guess what? All of our baggage look different, correct? Even though I'm a child molestation survivor, I might have that in common with someone else who maybe was a child molestation survivor. But the difference between me and that other person, male or female, is how we carried it.
Right.
And how we allow it to impact our lives. My mother, thank God, had enough sense to put me in counseling. Prayer, couch, and prescription. Again, I didn't need the last P. But because she put me in counseling at a very young age, I grew up to be a woman that did not have hangups with my body, who wasn't insecure or didn't feel safe, or I felt very good. I have no issues with sex. You know what I mean? So a lot of us do. A lot of people who were accosted or raped or molested have issues with their body and are not comfortable. But that's because they did not address that baggage from their past. So as I was healing, I said, okay, Lord, what would you have me do? So I wrote down one thing that reminded me of an insecurity, a shortcoming, and a failure. I wrote down those three things. Why? Because those three things tend to be the root of your issues. An insecurity. So I'm always intrigued by women who don't have girlfriends.
Right.
You have no female friends? None. That's it. That tells me a lot about her. That tells me that she's insecure or something's going on. There's been some friend that has, that betrayed her and she has not healed from it. See, again, life is very short. Right. We can't walk around holding that bag, packing our bags with all the things that we've been through, because life is very short. And while you still, woe is me, you forget, girl, life will be, while you still sitting up here struggling, life, everybody moving on, life is life. So then that led me to write my book. Yes. Bye Bye Bag, Laughing to Lighten the Load, where I discuss healing myself whole through laughter. Yeah. And baby, I just kept it real. I poured it all on the pages. In my book, there's murder, there's, infidelity, there's all kinds of things, child molestation, Oh, it's good, girl. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. But in the end, we celebrate me being happy, me being whole, me being healed. Yeah. And then from there, listen, I said, God, okay, I got the surgery. I unpacked my baggage. I did this, I did that. I wrote the book. Now what? He said, you telling people, especially women, to let go of their emotional baggage that they don't even claim that they have. Yeah. Now you got some girlfriends, and I've sold books or tried to sell books to people because I have a journal too. And they'll tell me in a heartbeat, I don't have no drama. I don't have no baggage. Oh, okay. Live a little longer.
Right. It just ain't been revealed.
So that part. So the book is called Bye Bye Bags, Laughing to Lighten the Load. And God said, okay, fine. Tell these ladies to let go of their baggage. Baggage claim. Yeah. Baggage claim is a women's empowerment celebration tea where women can claim, release, and heal from the emotional baggage that we all carry. Right. Now, there's a baggage claim coming for men. I don't know. Maybe it'd be baggage claim barbershop or car show. I don't know. But it's definitely a men's version coming. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. But we're going to celebrate. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. We're going to dance. We're going to celebrate being happy, healed, and whole. We literally, it's a poet. Shout out to Teresa the Songbird. There's a singer. Her name is Zaviel Janae.
I know Zaviel very well. She's
amazing. Yes. So there's two performances prior to me, and then when I come up, it's a one-woman show. Literally from the beginning to the end, I entertain you. I walk into the room, big energy. Like literally, I'm walking you through my book. You will see me, and I can't give you all of it, but it's a one-woman performance. It's literally this can be in a black box theater. This can be in a comedy club, because at the end of the day, we're still gonna laugh, but you're going to cry. You see me walking through the book where at 6 years old, I was molested, and to the end where I'm now on television, you know what I mean? And then we're on tour. So you see me walk you through the whole entire book. I also challenge the women in the room, because it's for the ladies only. I challenge the women in the room to write down their insecurities, their shortcomings, and their failures. We're going to write it down, we're going to tear it up, and we're going to burn it up. Because look, that day, July 22nd, it's the last day, and it's our 1-year anniversary, by the way.
Oh,
it's the last day that you'll ever be held captive or hostage by anything that has hindered you from becoming your best self. Let me tell you something. This is what I do know. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy making the decision that you're going to forget about what you've been through. And I'm not saying forget about it as in don't deal with it. I mean, forget about it and not keep looking backwards.
Right.
Stop looking backwards. Because there was a time where even in my long-term relationship, I speak about it because I wrote about it. I was so in love with him that I left myself empty. And I was so busy looking backwards at how much time I spent with him, I forgot to turn around and look at how much time I would waste with him. And so that if you take that notion and compare it to anything else in your life. For example, you lost a good job, okay, another good job will come. You lost a good marriage, okay, well, you lost a marriage, another marriage will come. If you work on you.
Right.
But if you're not working on you, because the common denominator in that bad marriage and that job and is you.
Yeah.
So you got to work on you so that when you get the opportunity to walk into that next door, because God will open the door, that next door, you'll be ready.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. So now we're kicking off. I'm saying we're kicking off on the 26th. Where exactly is this tickets sold? Is it streamable? Give us all the details.
So it will be at the Atlanta Comedy Theater, July 22nd, 1 to 4. The Atlanta Comedy Theater Underground. Atlanta, girl, it's open. I know a lot of people don't even believe that it's open. So it's ATL Comedy Theater Underground. You get the tickets on atlcomedytheater.com. July 22nd, again, July 22nd, it's our 1-year anniversary. B.A.G.S playing ATL. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm telling you, dress up, be cute, be ready. Ladies, don't wear your girl.
Because we're going to be crying.
You want to be comfortable, girl. Don't come in there all tight and stuffed in no girl. Come in there, be cute, be ready. We're going to laugh for sure. We're going to cry. Let me tell you something about me. The spirit takes, I'm a believer. So no matter where I am, if the spirit say move, I'm going to move. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to cry with you. I'm going to do everything I can. But there's also going to be mental health professionals in the room that if you feel like there's some of the stuff that you're hearing or something you've been triggered by or something that you're dealing with in that moment and you need somebody, there will be a mental health professional, multiple mental health professionals in the room that you can raise your hand and say, I need some help. Tap out for a second. And so this is a place where you can come. And like last year, we had women whose daughters committed suicide, or women daughters who were murdered, or they were molested. This is a room full of people who have been through something. Now, let me be clear. We're not trauma bonding.
Good.
What we are doing is connecting on a level of healing to take us, to elevate us.
Yes.
We're connecting because sometimes, because I'm going to be honest with you, I never talked about really as candidly as I probably could have when I was on television. I didn't talk about being a child molestation survivor. I just didn't. And one day I came home and mom said, you missed an opportunity, because my mother used to watch me every day. I said, what do you mean? She said, you missed an opportunity to tell the people what you've been through. I said, okay. She said, yeah, you should have spoke up. You should have said, I'm a child molestation survivor. I said, well, I didn't, because I didn't want people to judge not only me, but you.
Wow.
She said, oh, whoa. I didn't feed you to the monster.
That's right.
The person that molested you had been in your life for most of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, just so people know, and this is the lesson that I had to teach someone.
Mm-hmm.
It was no penetration, just inappropriate touching.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I met a young lady the other day who realized, I've been molested. She said, "Oh, I thought you had to be penetrated."
Mm-hmm.
No, baby.
Mm-mm.
If anybody touch your no, your whatever you call it,
Mm-hmm.
your JJ, or
Mm-hmm.
your whatever and you didn't ask them to,
Right. It is
you
what it
were
is.
violated.
Yes.
Yes. So she was like, "Oh my God, my uncle." And he would always say, "Don't say anything."
Mm-hmm.
And she thought it was okay because he wasn't penetrating her. No, ma'am, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, my mother said to me, if you cut on the light, you'll realize that you're not the only one in the room.
Right.
So when I started doing that, more people were saying me too, man
Mm-hmm.
and woman and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the support. My mother didn't believe me. My father kicked me out. It was my father. It was, so I was like, wow.
Right.
So I started speaking up about things that I've been through to encourage other people and other women specifically to say me too, to give them the courage to come out of the darkness and say, first of all, this is not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, I am not going to allow the things that I've been to not to dim my lights.
Right.
And to hinder me from growing and being my best self. So that's what this is. It's a safe destination for women to claim, heal, and release all the emotional baggage that we carry. Now, again, I think we're always evolving. We're always growing.
And then I love that you're going to have professionals in the house as well, to be able to help and assist, because it's hard for us to go out and seek help, but you bringing help to us. So all you got to do is show up. I think that's amazing. I'm excited for you, and congratulations on the 1-year anniversary. Any last words before we close the show?
So I want to make sure that everyone understands that, fellas, you cannot be in the building, but you can support. You can buy a ticket. You can support the cause by sending your nieces, your aunts, your wife, your girlfriend. Listen, you send your side chick. I don't know if she's gonna come back a side chick, but buy her a ticket and send her on down. She might have some baggage. She might have to unpack. It might be you.
Right.
Send your lady friends and the people that the females that you love in your life. And then also, don't forget, it's July 22nd, 1 to 4 at ATL Comedy Theater. .com is where you get tickets, the underground location. I also want people to understand this. Every ticket that they buy, there will be a gift bag. There is a gift bag. There's a whole experience. The singer, the poet, one woman show with me in a way that you've never seen me before. Okay. But the most important thing I want you to remember. You ready?
We ready.
You are not the bags you carry.
Wow, that's good.
You are not the bags you carry. You're not that lost job. You're not the child molestation victim. You're not the person that was raped. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go as far as saying this, and this may be controversial. You're not the rapist if you raped. Now we make mistakes. I'm not saying listen, as the Christian in me have to forgive you. I don't like what you did. You got to get some help. Because I'm sure you have male and female viewers. You got to get some help. If that's where your mind is, and that's the things that you have done, that's the sin and the crime that you committed, what I'm going to encourage you to do, and I'm going to challenge you to do, is go get help. Yes. Because if you're in jail, serve your time, but don't just be in there sitting there rotting. Go in there and get some help, get to the root of the problem. Why do you feel like you need to take advantage of people? That's a whole nother thing, a whole nother bag that I'm not willing to unpack. But I am going to say the Christian in me have to forgive you. I don't like it, but I have to. Okay. But I want you to know, as the victim, no matter whatever you've been through in your life, you're not the bags that you carry. Yes. You're not your mama bags. You're not your daddy bags. You are not that. So it is up to you to choose to be happy. Because as long as you're walking around here, what was in me, child, you will be disappointed for the rest of your life.
And it's a season. It's a season of healing, and we all need to heal, whatever it is, whether it's the bad or the good. Some good can need healing from, but it's all of it. And this is a season to do it. We have so many avenues, such as yourself, to get help and seek out help. But what I love most about what you're doing is that you're going to have professionals there, but you're going to make us laugh. And a lot of times you find healing through laughter, at least the first steps.
And this is the season of grace.
Yes.
extending yourself grace for the mistakes that you made, your shortcomings, your failures. No one is perfect. I was on the phone with one of my church sisters today, and she said, I suffer from the spirit of seeking perfection.
Mm.
And I said, that's not a real thing.
Mm.
Perfection is not a real thing.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is learn that you're going to make mistakes. You have to allow yourself to, once you fall, you scrape your knee, get back up, brush yourself up, and start
Keep
again.
it moving. Yeah.
Start again.
But thank you for your time, because I know you've been running and gonna continue to run. I know you have somewhere to be, but I want to thank you for hanging out with me today on Style with Trish.
Thank you so much. Please have your followers follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and TikTok. My social media handle is the same as my website. All things social is Kiana Dancey, and it's KIANADANCIE. Listen, you can get my book, you can get my journal all on Amazon or anywhere that they sell books. My book is available, and so is my journal. Barnes and Nobles, everywhere. You can get a book. Wherever they sell books, baby, you can get my book.
Right. I just want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us today on the show. Guys, make sure you go and support Kiana Dancey on social media. As she stated, her books are available on Barnes and Noble and online. So make sure you look her up and connect with her. We'll be right back. Welcome to Trish's Treasures. This is where I share some of my favorite beloved products that I use on myself with you. Today on Trish's Treasures, I'm featuring a product that is very dear to me. We had our guest, Dr. Alicia, who came on and talked about alopecia. And one of the things that I took away from that interview is that we can't self-diagnose. We really need to go to the doctor and the dermatologist to find out what our issues might be, underlying issues might be. And so I took her advice and I went to a dermatologist because I was experiencing some thinning from my hair. And so when I went, the products that they had us try, or she had me purchase, are these high density capsule vitamins, which I take once a day. And then I also have this follicle stimulating serum that I apply to the thinning areas 3 times a day. And I massage those, and the hair will eventually come back in. It may come in thinner, but it will come back. And the importance of this segment is to share. We have a lot of us who wear weaves and wigs, and just the aging process will sometimes cause your hair to thin. But the number one thing is, don't just self-medicate, don't self-diagnose. Go to a professional, as I did, the dermatologist, and allow them to give you and fix the problem that you may be having. This product is definitely a Trish's treasure.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Cassandra Parks Evans, affectionately known as Dr. San, and this is your segment of Let's Learn Love. Hey guys, it's Dr. San with the Let's Learn Love segment, and I am bringing you a series on menopause and sexual health. As a woman that's almost 50, I understand all the issues that you may be going through. So I'm here to give you some tips and some help on what we should be doing for our sexual health when it comes to menopause. So one of the things that I want to discuss with you today is your self-confidence. As we get older with, all the changing and the moving of our bodies, sometimes we lose confidence in ourselves and we don't know how to get it back. So one thing that I want you to do is make sure that you love on yourself. And we always talk about love isn't love unless you give it away. So you have to give it away to yourself, especially when it comes to this time. Sometimes we feel displaced and disoriented and all kinds of thoughts go through our head, but we have to make sure that we keep ourselves with self-love and self-esteem during this time. It's okay to change. It's okay to get older, and we have to learn how to embrace that. One of the things that I want you to do is make sure that you get out and take care of yourself. What does this look like? That means going with your friends to brunch. That means making sure that we are, getting out with our friends. We're doing everything that we want to do that makes us happy. Whether that's getting our nails done, getting our hair done, and just keeping ourselves up for general self-care. So when it comes to menopause, it's okay to embrace your changes, okay, ladies? And men, if you're watching, please support the ladies in your life that are going through this, because it can be a difficult time for them emotionally, physically, and spiritually as well. So with those little tips, make sure that you contact us if you have any questions or if you have a comment on it. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. So until then, thank you. This has been Dr. Sam with your Let's Learn Love segment for today.
I'm often asked the question, why the title Style with Trish? And to answer that question is very simple. For me, style isn't just what's on the outer appearance of a woman, it is what is on the inside, which is actually more important. And so what we want to do and how we want to incorporate that into our show is that we excitedly bring on guests who feed into the building of self-esteem, as far as mental health and improving yourself, self-help. We bring guests on and experts on to actually help us build those areas, increase those areas to make us a better us on the inside. Once we're built healthily on the inside, then we can start rocking out the outer look. Outer look is the easiest part to redo, to fix. The inner is what's the most difficult. So style isn't just what's on the outside. It actually starts with what you possess on the inside. Hey guys, this is Trish Standley. Catch up on season 1 of Style with Trish by going to trishstanley.com. If you are not able to catch the show on YouTube, make sure you go to my website, trishstanley.com, and check out our podcast.
Have you ever thought about having your own talk show? Well, you don't have to question yourself any further. From concept to completion, Mark Squared Studios can easily take you through a traditional 3-step process for any video production. Whether it's a small business commercial, talk show, cooking show, or even a web miniseries. Contact us today and we'll help you unbox your creativity.
I'd like to thank my guest today, none other than Kiana DANCIE. As you know, she's doing the Baggage Claim Tour, which is really sounds like a safe place for anyone who is suffering any type of trauma. She specifically named that she was a victim of child molestation. Whatever your trauma is, it may not be that exact thing, but the Baggage Claim Tour is an awesome place for you to be and share and to receive the support or some support that you will need. One thing that I like that she said was the PCP, the prayer, the couch, and the prescription. You may not need the prescription, but you are going to always definitely need the prayer, and sometimes you will need the couch. And if the couch is needed, please be open and be free to find healing within yourself and give yourself grace. Thank you guys for joining us. As always, love isn't love unless you give it away. Give some love away.